Surprise! Hey, Effa! Hi, Terry. Hi, Gloria. Alright, I thought nobody would come because everybody's like, what's Cherry doing now? Is she trying to juke us? Alright, let's see. Hi, how are you guys doing? Hi, Esmeralda. Esmeralda, did you see the special? Everybody check. The special is, I'm going to use this Autumn's Delight. So happy Mabon, everybody. Happy Mabon. Oh, dang. My phone's going off. Let's see if I can, Oh, you did? Okay, how much did you send, honey? Oh, that must have been your Cash App. Leo. Hey, Leo Sunchild. Okay, so Gloria for $5. Leo Sunchild for $1. And Honey. Ooh, a big whop. Honey, you spend way too much money on me. Oh, I should make the lives count to your little card as well, but, well, maybe we'll work something out between the two of us, okay? Okay, all right, did I write that? Leo Sunchild. Oh, and then another, and $5. Okay, and Effa, 5. Okay, thank you. Okay. So how y'all liking this Wednesday night? So yesterday I was out in the country with my mama. I don't even want to tell y'all the story, but I don't even know what to say about it. It's just one of those crazy family situations that happen sometimes. You guys know though, like I had found out that my son was sick, and that was upsetting because he had kept a lot of of that story from me, and he was sort of like getting my mom and other people to keep the story from me, not intentionally to be mean, but because he was trying to he was trying to create some sort of surprise, like a happy surprise, but because he ended up deceiving so many people, and all of this stuff just kind of blew up, and then things got really bad because I don't even want to talk about it any more than that, but just saying that my mom's okay. She's fine. She's fine, I guess. I mean, sadly, it's about to be my mom's birthday, and she has to deal with all this drama. She doesn't need to do, what she needs is like happiness and sweetness in her life, because she's such a beautiful lady. And so when this was happening, and everybody like had left her all alone in the country, and I mean, she's been alone before, but this is different, like it was because everybody was sort of shaken up and a little bit upset, and I know she was kind of upset too, and she was journaling, and I felt like we both might need somebody to talk to, so that's why I went out there and hung out with her a little bit. But then things changed again yesterday, and I blew up, not at my mom, but at other people, and I don't know. So I don't know where everybody stands at this point. Fortunately, my mom's a very loving, understanding person. Sure, guacamole. So, I mean, I think it'll all calm down. Everybody pray for my son, because he is again I guess he's like homeless now. I'm not sure where the heck he is. Like, I don't know what he's doing, where he's going. He's turned into a ghost. That's what he told me. But son, if you're watching, I love you. So, thank you, guacamole. Me too. It'll work out. Somehow, some way. Thank you, guacamole, for getting the list going. So yeah, so I got Gloria, I got Leo Sunchild. Oh, I forgot to write Esmeralda. I didn't see her. Okay. I put Leo Sunchild before, honey, so F, okay, so I'll stick an Esmeralda in there in the middle. Right? Oh, okay. Why did I read your name, but I forgot to say something. No, I put you as Leo Sunchild. Okay, dirt. Okay, it's me. You're the dollar person. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Personals? Yeah, personal readings here. But you have to get on the list and do a little super chat payment if we're running a special tonight. If you want, yeah, sure, Jolene can join. If you want a $1 Autumn's Delight reading, then that's our special for tonight, or my special for tonight. Ours, meaning the pixie dusts and me and my pixie dust, my sparkles of light. Okay, Jolene, I gotcha. Well, you're like 6 or 7, whatever. There you go. That's right. That's right, guacamole. Okay, I need to get new glasses. I cleaned these 3 times and I still can't see out of them. They're like, whatever. Hugs, Terry. So Gloria, what are we doing for you tonight? Yes, check back. That's a good way to say that. Check back later because, okay, what's coming up? What is coming up for you? I'm gonna go ahead and use my tarot. What's coming up, and then I'll throw in the Autumn's Delight too. Oh, I missed y'all, and I missed my cards. Oh my god, you guys, and I missed Pumpkin so much. I think she missed me too. Like, all I could think about was holding her and kissing her, and she slept with me all night, all morning, and she's been following me around the house everywhere today. So it's nice. I missed you. I miss spiritual work. If it just my job helps me, makes me feel better. Like if I didn't have this, what a mess I would be if I didn't have this job. Okay, let's see, Lavana. Okay, Gloria. Let's go, Gloria. Yeah, I went ahead and added her. But now we're officially closed until further notice. But thank you guys. Yeah, I'll probably be able to get everybody at a good clip. Almost everybody did $5 ones, which should go a little bit faster. Okay, all right. for Gloria. I got goosebumps. Gloria, look at this. You are the Queen of Wands and the Star. So those are both really good way to start off your reading. It's basically you're empowered. You know, this is about your power. So you have a lot with all this enthusiasm and eagerness and drive. You can accomplish anything. The Star is renewal and hope and dreams coming true, and maybe even a little bit of stardom, or a little bit of, you know, people taking notice of you too. But this nice fresh energy is coming through for you. I feel like maybe this is the Mabon message, you know. Although I'm not quite feeling so fresh at the moment, you know, like anything can happen. The one thing that I did notice when I like, for some reason, I wrote down notes about this week when I watched my favorite tarot reader, my favorite astrologer, Gregory Scott. I wrote down what was going to happen day by day by day. And it's so funny how I'm like, man, I need to be like really, really rereading this and really putting it to memory so I can be prepared this week, because this is a very strong week. Today with it being this, you know, autumn equinox, and then Monday being Mercury going into retrograde. There's an intense energy in the air, and it's going to affect different people in different ways. But I feel like you're going to come through this with no problem, and it's actually going to revitalize you and give you good energy. So let's see what else. Oh, you got the Lovers coming through for you, Gloria. So maybe a Gemini, but some kind of, at the very least, partnerships, you know, good connections, you putting love first, you know, following through with your heart chakra, making decisions based on your heart is a good way to go, you know. But I feel like a strong connection here coming through. And I mean, anything is possible. A union is even possible here. A union of hearts. Okay. And some communication. Possible proposal. I'm like gonna say that so casually. A possible proposal. This is kind of like it's also could be like, you know, listen, you know, I feel like this is like an old-timey picture, but in modern day this would be like two people just kind of like chilling, listening to music, you know, like something like that, you know, something to look forward to. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more tarot, and then I'll do some Autumn's Delight on you. All right, here's your man. Very nice. Knights of Pentacles are great because they're ones you can depend on. They're committed. Sometimes they get a bad rap because they don't seem serious enough, because they go so slow. It seems like they're never gonna get there, but they do. Like, it's their intention to get there. It's just, so, you know, it's kind of like Ferdinand the Bull, you know. He's in the meadow and he's like, oh yeah, I need to get up and go do, you know, like he's, you know how they say stop and smell the roses? Well, hey, Janice, he stops and smells every rose and every clover along the way. So he's really, it does sound like Dan. There you go. It's just like he really, really savors moments along the way. So it just takes a little longer, but look at Dan, how he sees you. He sees you as, so he sees you as single, and he's hoping you're that way for, you know, he's hoping that he can, if anyone changes your status, it'll be him. But he also sees you as abundant. He sees you as beautiful, put together, independent, stylish, yeah, just gorgeous, and you're the apple of his eye. This does look like this girl kind of looks like a big apple. Like she's so rosy and red and juicy and pretty. So that's how I think he kind of sees you like that. All right, let's see what the Autumn's Delight has to say. Okay, I took my hair with me. I should edge these in orange or something. That would be nice. Okay. So what did you get? Ooh, this is really nice. You got strength. Look at that beautiful fire, though. Maybe camping, maybe some outdoors, maybe some s'mores. That smell of fire. I love campfire smell. It's one of my favorite smells in the world. I love earth smells, you know, anything that has to do with dirt and trees and leaves and flowers. So if you can't like go away, whatever, like find something to bring this, like bring a moment like this into your life. Whether it's with Dan or just yourself, or maybe you can incorporate, if you can't be with Dan, maybe you can like figure out a virtual way to do this together, or maybe you can do an astral, you know, astral camping with Dan. You know, it's like I'm gonna take you away. Like describe it to him too. Like there's all kinds. The opportunity for Mercury retrograde is this, is doing things in a way that we haven't tried before. You know, we're creatures of habit, right? And when things go against our habits, it frustrates us. And that's the main reason why Mercury retrograde can be so frustrating to people, because we just want to keep doing everything the way we've been doing it. But Mercury retrograde sort of forces us out of our usual routines sometimes. Sometimes retrograde makes us, it makes the process takes longer sometimes, the process, or we get diverted into a different direction. So when that happens, don't fight it, don't be mad at it. See what comes out of it, you know, see what other possibilities arise, right? What other thing you can do, or wherever you can go, or you know, what can you explore? How can you do this differently? You know, life is meant to be an adventure, and we don't always have to do everything the same way, even our mundane tasks, you know? Sometimes, you know, if you're used to just driving the same route every day, try changing it up a little bit. Maybe it's meant to be like, definitely leave your house a little earlier sometimes too. Like, you know, assuming that all the traffic's going to be perfect all the time is a bad idea, you know? Like, so just, you know, be flexible and patient. And I think this dude also represents patience in a world full of things not always going right, you know. Sometimes, or it's not about right or wrong, because in your mind it might be about right or wrong. The universe is saying everything is right. It's just about how you react to it, how it affects you. So let's see what else we can. But I'm not saying, you know, like none of this is saying, oh, you're gonna have a tough time in retrograde. It's actually saying you're gonna be creative through retrograde. You're gonna be patient, creative, happy. Feels like it. Feels like you're gonna transition very easily. Ooh, yes. Nurture, and you nurture yourself. So interesting, you have two fire elements kind of cards here. So, but nurture is kind of nice. I mean, kind of to me, oh, it is. It's kind of, this is a hot cocoa. I got goosebumps, hot cocoa, but this is almost the s'mores that are in the fire. So yeah, definitely I'm seeing, oh, he's a fire sign. Oh, and see, yeah, you had fire coming through too with the Queen of Wands. So definitely tap into the fire energy in the next few days, I think, because that could, like, a cozy place to hang out, or light some candles, sip some cocoa, you know, dream together, but use fire as your catalyst. Even if it's your also is there lunar energy too, so I have to update myself on the moon activity too. I had the calendar with me with all the September dates. Let's see what's up next. What is up next? Full moon calendar. Okay, so we just had our full moon, all right? The full harvest moon. I didn't talk about the full harvest moon, but we're still slightly feeling it today, and then we'll be done. And then let's see about a new moon. My puppo is meowing at me. Well, he's meowing. I don't know who he wants attention from. So what's the next new moon? Let's see. So we had a new moon on September 7th, and then the next new moon will be October 6th. All right. So get those dates in your mind. Like, maybe October 6th would be a good time to go camping under the new moon with the stars. Yeah, see, we got the stars here. Or an orange. Yeah, orange moon's nice. Let me see if there's anything else Spirit wants us to know about about autumn for you. Nothing else seems to come out, so I think that's it. I think you are basically fire. You have a beautiful, let me just show you all your pretty cards. We started off with the beautiful star, ended up with her. He came along. That's you too. That's you guys cozying up. See, here's 2 couple cards, so that's definitely means you're gonna have quality time together. And there you go. And with the fire element assisting you. Okay, so be sure to nurture yourself. Yeah, I thought so too. It tasted good, like hot chocolate. It was very sweet. Alrighty. So next we have Esmeralda. Esmeralda, are you here? The special coming right up, madam. I'm going to just my lipstick. I do too. I'm a coffee drinker, but you know, you can only drink so much coffee to stay warm. So you have to revert to something else like tea or hot cocoa or something else. All right, Esmeralda. Okay. Wow, good cards. All right, here we go. You got, this is a nice crossroad cards. I have a crossroads in my Lenormand deck. So this is crossroads. Crossroads sometimes means decisions, but doesn't always. It could be a literal drive, a crossroads. It could literally be some kind of country road that you'll be on. Some kind of, this one feels kind of like a light at the end of the tunnel feeling too. And it's warm colors and cheerful. So I feel like if it is about decisions, it's nothing dramatic or too intense or you know, difficult. Let's just put it that way, especially when we see all these other cards that are coming up. So we've got a discovery. So I feel like something playful is about to happen for you. You know, like this card invokes childlike excitement, you know, when a child jumps in the puddles and they feel how everything splashes up. Instead of seeing a puddle as a terrible thing, a challenge. Look at all that water. You know, jump in that puddle and splash around. So what? Get messy. This is a time to get messy instead of worrying about being neat. If you're always the one that's worried about being neat, or if you have OCD, this is the time to just say, you know what? I'm going to test myself and see how I can be anti-OCD, you know? Like, how can I just mess it up? Like, you know, put everything in a disorder and can I deal with it? You know, whatever. Just like have fun. Just have fun. Anyway, and more to that, you have dialogue, which means there seems to be some talking going on. You're going to have some good communication with people. That's really good. I wrote down in my notes too that I did not bring with me that yeah, but right before Mercury goes into retrograde this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, specifically Saturday is going to be a great day for talking to people. So if you guys have any intention of doing something fun on the weekend, go for it. It's going to be a pleasant energy weekend for communication, for hanging out with loved ones, for elderly, but also, you know, any age, and enjoying nice talks and communication. And right before everything goes crazy, you know. But look, you got the cornucopia kitty. So this was a card that came blank, and I got to name it, and I call it the cornu. Well, I told V, who made this deck, V Love and Crystals, I said, you know, the one autumn thing that you didn't include in these pictures was a cornucopia, you know, that thing that just represents to me abundance. And she's like, oh, you're right. I said, that's okay. That the nameless card, I'm gonna call it Cornucopia Kitty. So there you go. That, which means an abundance. An abundance of something. Doesn't have to be an abundance of cats though. But it will be abundance coming to you, you know, like happiness. This is like the happiest card in the whole deck. It's like the sun card, you know, like sunshine always represents the happiest card in the deck. And that's what this represents for you also. So really good cards for you too. Let's go over one more time. You got crossroads, which can mean anything. It can mean decision making, but it can also mean an actual road you're going to be on. And maybe you'll find you know, it's so funny, like sometimes I'll get like cards like that, a crossroads, and I'll find myself driving around going, oh yeah, which way am I supposed to turn? And I'm like, oh, my card is coming true. You know. And then there's talks with people, like this is like ladies' feet and men's feet, so it could be somebody you really like, or the other way around. And pumpkins, so you know, around Halloween or Halloween festivities coming up. And then yeah, a lot of abundance on the way for you. Okay, so that's how the dollar special works, y'all. Okay, nice one. Okay, and then we have Leo Sunchild, right? Yeah. Hi, honey. Okay, yeah, I guess honey's next. Oh, or Leo. I wrote Leo's name down before honey's name. But y'all duke it out. Whoever wants to go first. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, so Leo Sunchild, general reading. We gotcha. No, it's not your fault. You were just, you know, seeing what you saw. And I saw what I saw. I don't know. Like, whenever you go pay, the first thing you should say, I paid $10, like that. So, because you know how the chat takes a while for it to come back up again for you to tell me how much you paid. And then that just lags, then that just adds more time to, whatever. But it's not a big deal. Okay. Okay, Leo. Leo Sunchild. Let's go. Leos. The Leos. The Leos. Ooh, Leo, you've got the Enchantress here. So you're starting off with a bang too, like very alluring, temptress, seductive quality about you, but also wise and beautiful and magnetic and mesmerizing. So your energy is very strong. The key to this card, because this is an extra card, is you have power, but um, be aware. Be aware of your power, but don't misuse your power. Use it wisely. It's like having superhero powers and like accidentally, doing your superhero thing too strongly and knocking something down. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a lot of power. Just be careful because it's very strong. But it's a good thing. I mean, she's a good card. Oh yeah, see, with the High Priestess, that just means you are definitely, you are very powerful, intuitive, and, spiritually smart, and book smart, and good with, a lot of things here. Why am I saying hearing good with numbers? But you have the moon energy behind you. You're going to have a very psychic, intuitive connection with anybody that you choose to. And I feel like downloads are going to happen for you soon. So, guys, the other thing that's happening, you were just thinking you were good with numbers? That's funny. The other thing that's gonna is maybe you like astrology, like learn. I don't know if you know. Hi, Tiffany. I don't know if you know a lot of astrology, but I'm hearing that astrology would be good for you because astrology is like a little bit intuitive, a lot of numbers, and a little bit I don't know what the other word is. It's sort of spiritual, but it's really more mathematical than anything else. It's very practical. That's why a lot of people like me like it because there's a practicality to it that helps balance a lot of our intuitive ways of seeing things. Anyway, there is so much to learn. You were right about that. So but I'm hearing that you would be natural at it. You're a natural at it. So, psychic. What else? They're telling me to go to the book. Okay, go to the book. My precious book. Trust. It's also trust and the keeper of secrets. It's lunar magic. So, yeah, I heard that once, and so we had a full moon on the 20th, and we're about to have the new moon in early October. So a lot of what happens to you will definitely be centered around the moon cycles. There's subconscious, divination. Yeah, this is just your spiritual wisdom. Okay, let's keep going. I think I nailed it. Oh. All right, you're going to be helping a friend, I feel. There's somebody who might be down on their luck, or maybe sick or suffering or feeling low somehow, but you are there. You're gonna stay with them until help arrives. It's kind of that sort of situation, like, I'm there for you. You might not be able to give them all the help that they need, but you will be with them until help arrives, you know, that kind of thing. So that's kind of how this feeling is. Or it's the reverse. You're the one that's going to need help. But I feel like with these two ladies, you are in the power position here. You're the one that's like, that's right there. The one holding on to this friend saying, hey, um, yes, possibly. We'll see. So, and yeah, and so here comes the ship, and they're and you're gonna be fine, or you're gonna help this person be fine. So that's good news. Like, and I feel like this is kind of like a nurse quality, or you know, some kind of it could be some kind of job related thing, but I think more than anything, it's being a good friend. Yeah, you got Ace of Pentacles. So you feel like you're in a very stable situation. And also I feel like this is another thing that's one of those things where if that universe sees your actions and is going to reward you. It's almost like you get rewarded for all of those times that you were there for others, kind of thing. That's nice. I like that. Let's see what else. Well, interesting. There is this very nice guy, a Knight of Cups, but it looks like you're gonna not show your interest, or maybe it's almost, this is funny because I usually don't read it this way, but it's almost like he sees you being this way towards him. Like, he's almost afraid to come towards you because he's afraid of being rejected, or he sees that you might reject it. So this card came out first. The knight came out, and so this kind of makes me think like this is him. So some guy maybe either one you're not interested in, two you are interested in him but you're not showing your interest. 3, you are interested in him. You're showing your interest, but he's not catching your clues. You know, he's all like, I don't think she likes me. You know, I'm trying to do this and this and this, and she keeps ignoring me. And you're like, bro, I've been trying to like give you attention. Haven't you noticed? So those are 3 choices here. There's this could be this person that you're not really into that's coming up soon in your life, or it could be a person that you are into, but he can't tell if you like him back. So there, which is fine because you're in your power position. You know, you have to go ahead and make him work for it. I would say let him work for it. You know, you are a beautiful high priestess enchantress. You know, if he's interested in you, then he has to make a lot of effort. Okay, that's right. Okay, let's see what your Autumn's Delight has to say. Oh, nice. This is one of the most romantic cards in the deck. Fidelity. So this is kind of good, I think. This is all you and your power. Nice. And for a change, I don't know if it's for a change, but for a change, your dude is going to have to prove some things to you. But eventually it's going to lead to some like stronger feelings, more permanency. You know, yeah. That's really good. Like, sometimes women are told to play hard to get, and I don't like playing games. You know, I'm not for that kind of style, but but it's nothing wrong with really enjoying your life, being proud of who you are and the things that you do and all of that. Like, really immerse yourself in your world and be at your best and let them come to you, you know? That's how it's supposed to work, right? So yeah, he's coming to you and he's going to prove himself and he's going to commit and and you're going to feel this feeling with each other, which is so nice. So nice. because you weren't like chasing him. You know, he had to come towards you. And you have the shield. With that, you know, when this came out once before in a reading I did on TikTok, this made me think of masks. You know, like you know, the shield that sometimes people wear over their face shields instead of the mouth mask, or including the mouth mask. But it can just be a plain umbrella. It can be but see how the umbrella is down now. It's not being held up. It's almost like masks are coming down. Everything's coming down. And you know, it's like there's nothing in between you now. There's no walls, there's no barriers, there's no shields, there's no hiding behind any barriers of any sort. Everything is coming out open, and everything is open. There's no fear. You know, like what our masks are doing for us right now is protecting us, but simply the fact is there's a fear of illness, you know, or fear of spreading illness. So it's not the greatest of symbols, right? Because it sort of represents fear. But and I just feel like in a big universal way that this is going to dissipate for all of us collectively, this fear. But I think for a lot of relationships, there's barriers that are going to come down too. Let's try it. Let's get one more. See if we make any sense of this. Wow. You got velocity. So once things get rolling, it's full steam ahead, girl. It's like we're on our way. Check it. This just represents lots of things. It can represent meetings. It can represent, you know, when somebody has finally made the true decision of their, like, you know, like that really feels like their authentic self. They're going to go full force. Nothing's going to hold them back. You know, there's so much speed here. I don't think this will happen during retrograde, but maybe once retrograde's over, like I would say, you know, end of October, November is going to be like, so retrograde, you're going to go through these little slight changes. I think retrograde's going to be good for you too. Like you're going to go through these nice little mild changes. You're going to be sort of like in your world, be happy, and there, you know, he's going to come towards you. The shields are coming down, a better health in general and stuff, and something there's just going to be a good overall change and movement again, and really transportation and lots of stuff, like a lot of things opening up for us as collective and for you too as an individual in your situation. So that's pretty cool. I think that's really cool. Some good changes. I'm feeling a little optimistic now. I was feeling sort of mopey today. I was like, nothing's good's gonna ever happen again. But no, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the good in the cards. A lot of good stuff ahead for us, guys. So that's nice. All right. Okay. So now, honey. Oh, okay. What did you say? Tiffany Dennis would like to be on the waiting list for $1. Certainly. For $1 special. I want to know, what are my superpowers? Like, what will I be known for helping people with? Also, how will the universe align and align so that you can see David? Now, those are very different questions, but I'll see if I can get a big picture for you. All right, well, I want to focus on your superpowers. I like that question. That's a good one. I'm not sure, because the universe has told you a few times how things will align for you and David. And the real answer, honey, is it's going to be you. Like, there's all these windows of opportunity that open up for you, but ultimately it's about you recognizing, stepping through, letting go of that old energy, having faith in yourself, having love in yourself. All of these things are part of this alignment that helps you get to David. And every reading we've ever done has talked about that. But I can definitely see if anything has changed. But let's do your superpowers first. Let's see what I can see. Oh my goodness. You have my man in your spread. Here's my man. This is my magician. So you have the opposite of the enchantress and the high priestess. You have the guardian and the magician. This is my TF. He's both magician, Gemini, and guardian, like brave, strong, but strict and stern, nurturing and loving, but exacting, and just that kind of guardian, the defense thing. He's not the owner of his land, but he's the protector of his land. David's a Gemini, so there you go. Like, I feel like, all right, so we'll answer the David question. Universe is telling you to see your David as the divine masculine. Here's another approach, okay? If you are in your feminine power, honey, if you're in your feminine power, you are not a man, okay? You're not a man and you're not a masculine. You are feminine and you are female, right? So, that being said, is you don't act like the masculine. Don't make moves. Be like this spread that just came out for Leo Sun Child. Be the Enchantress. Be all of these cards that came out for her were also for you, because be the Enchantress, be the High Priestess. When love comes your way or attention comes your way, be aloof. Make them fight for it. Don't be the chaser. Don't be the aggressor. Don't run after it. Don't be the chaser. You are the woman. Okay, Terry. All right. Don't be the, you are the woman. So you should be in the receiver mode. Okay? You're the feminine. You must be the receiver. See, like this woman, see what she's doing? So the man, their positioning is very interesting, okay? It does appear that she was waiting for him because she's sitting down and she's looking up and he is above her. Soon as he gets close enough, she grabs him, So he's like, oh, you're here now. I won't let you go. Don't even do that. Like, it's important to, it's not, you're also not like a Venus flytrap or something. You're not, pay attention to those things. Okay, this has happened to me too. Like I'll be aloof and things will change and maybe my person will start paying attention to me. And as soon as they pay attention to me, I get all excited again. I'll be like, you're back in my life, And then they get all scared again. So take that part easy, okay? Take it easy. Let them, he's right there. Don't wrap him with your hair. Right, the motorcycle, I know. Let him get to the point where he's sitting down next to you, opening up a picnic basket, sharing some food, having some conversation, before let him really keep working at it. He wants to fight for your love. He doesn't want you just to throw your hair around him and pull him in. He wants to work for your love. Okay, and on the side note, this is the Eight of Wands. This is good though, because this means communication is coming. It is coming, and it's going to be fast movement, like all these revving cars and motorcycles and whatever. It's this fast, passionate energy. He's feeling it. There's no doubt about it. It's just let him be this. Let him be the man. Don't take that power away from him. He wants to be the one to do all of this stuff. He doesn't want you to tell him anything, okay? You can talk, like how you feel and stuff, but don't direct your man as if you're their boss, right? Don't. That's why some guys don't want to be in certain relationships, because maybe they just prefer to be single and not be bossed around. And also equity, a balance, a nice balance, like keep your own feminine and masculine balance within yourself, and let him balance his femininity and masculinity, because I'm telling you, the Guardian looks big and burly and rough and gruff and Ultraman, but he's actually quite the nurturer. He's balanced his feminine nature. He is also like this Libra justice energy. He believes in justice. He believes in fairness. He will give you everything you give to him, but just don't push it too hard. All right, so let's see, anything else from this deck? All right, yes, here's some more clues from he is my big cuddly bear. So yeah, more clues from the universe is temperance, which is another way of saying balance again, and patience, and in integrating both sides. And this is like elements and alchemy. You are a beautiful blend. Just it's like allowing this process. It's like bringing your elements. So let's say, I forgot what sign you are, but say you're fire and they're air, and you're bringing each other together. Don't rush it. Like let those elements do their magic, and form this new component together. It takes a little time to make magical alchemy together, but it will happen. And then the wheel is all about cycles, and it could represent retrograde. And so this retrograde, your lesson is to try different things, like try different ways of doing things. Don't be too much of a creature of habit. Like, observe yourself. Make it your homework to observe yourself and see when you do things the way you do things, and how you do things the way you do things. And then ask yourself, can I do things differently, or would it be better if I try something else? Let's just try it out and see if it works. Almost like, bakers and baristas, cocktail makers. A lot of those amazing drinks and baked goods happen out of accidents. They're happy accidents, right? Like somebody accidentally dropped this and that, and they taste it and they're like, dang, that's good, or just like that fun commercial. You got your peanut butter and my chocolate. No, you got your chocolate and my peanut butter. And then that's how Reese's peanut butter cups came about, you guys. And what I'm talking about, enough said. So I'm just saying, like, this is like you're a science experiment. You're your own science experiment. And so anything can happen. Like, just enjoy like the actions and the reactions and creating. Right? Okay, let me see what your Autumn's Delight cards have to say. So well, I feel like your superpower, did not come out necessarily, except that you're a good observer and you're fair. But what you need to do is observe and honor David's superpower. That's what you need to do. Okay, here we go. I think one of your powers, though, is alchemy, like blending things, mixing things together. Or also, you might be a good matchmaker. You could make cookies. Hypnosis. Whoa. Wonder what hypnosis means for you. But this is like, to me, this goes back to the mind again and observing yourself. Like, it's all tied in with like meditation and these. Ooh, you know what's really, it's scrying. Okay, so did you watch my video, my TikTok? It wasn't TikTok. My Instagram video I did today where I was like out, I was in my car just looking at my fingernails. I'm like, whoa, look at my fingernails, the way they're sparkling in the sun. Like, I can totally hypnotize myself in a second because my mind works that way. Like, you know, even without drugs, I can like stare at something forever. Scrying is a good way to relax your brain and like really release a lot of things and let your mind, you know, like soften your eyes. So you're not actually seeing something, but you're seeing beyond that thing. And then suddenly something comes to you. Ooh, honey, I think this is how you're gonna tap in closer to your psychic abilities. You're clairvoyant. Oh yeah, well we've already talked about that. You're clairvoyant because of your dreams. You have very good, strong, powerful dream images. So if you want to have that same experience in your waking life, learn scrying. So that's the technique of scrying is pretty simple. Like you can pick anything. Like in that last reading, fire energy, you can stare into a flame. You could stare at the bumps on the wall, you know, what's that spray that people use on the wall and how it makes those little bumps and then you can see a pattern in the wall and sometimes you'll see I've seen skulls and faces and body shapes and sometimes I just let my eyes soften really good until like something actually pops out 3D. I actually did this once to Keanu Reeves' post picture by my bed one night. It was really weird, but I was like staring at him, and he almost turned 3D and came out of. It was almost like he was coming out of the furniture. Bizarre, but see, that will be your superpowers, your clairvoyance, and I think you just keep. That's one way to practice it. Scrying. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, you also have mystery. So, like this, you get a lot like in the Lettermans. You always get clouds and stuff like that. In the book, you always get things that have to do with mystery because you want to know so much, and the universe is saying, your job is not just to know it right now or for me to tell you right now, it's for you to discover it. It's a mystery waiting to be discovered. You have to slow down and enjoy the process and not so much worry about the destination, like solving a mystery like a detective, although you are kind of a detective. That's your other power, is solving mysteries like kind of like a detective. And it's funny because I feel the same way when I'm doing readings for people sometimes. Like somebody will give me a question, and if I have not felt good enough in my heart that I've answered that question, I keep going. And sometimes my private readings get kind of longer than, you know, the amount that I tell, you know, that I'm supposed to give them, because I want to get down to the bottom of it. I want to solve the mystery, or at the very least get to a point where I can just say one way or another something to the client. But you know, like think of this for yourself. Like you may not know everything that you need to know in this moment, and not be you may not be able to tell the person everything that they need to know in this moment, but sometimes there's a reason for it, you know, like, or usually, you know, like spirit is trying to tell you that some things have to stay a mystery. Some things stay a mystery for different reasons, but one, hey Jinx, one reason why things stay a mystery is to protect us from expectation, like our expectations from pushing the outcome away. Like if we know something's about to happen, like say somebody predicts exactly perfectly that September 23rd, you are going to win $1,000. So you're expecting this and it doesn't happen. Well, maybe it didn't happen because you were thinking it and then you kept like, but you had that voice in your head that kept going, yeah, right, I'm not gonna win any money. Nah, nah, you know, like this negative voice. And then spirit heard that and they're like, I don't think they want to win that $1,000. So maybe another time, you know. It's not necessarily your fault. It could be, you know, could have been that it was a wrong interpretation, like maybe you weren't going to win it tomorrow, and not necessarily be your fault or anything. But sometimes the mystery is there. The mystery cards appear for that reason, you know, so you can't talk yourself out of bringing in this good energy, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes spirit does that on purpose. And look, you have magic. You're an alchemist. You can bring magic to your world. You have a lot of magical talent. You're very talented. And look at you have tarot cards, and I feel like your talent is in seeing those things, like understanding more than what's there, you know, understanding the something, not just like understand, like not judging a book by its cover, you know. You go beyond that, you know, you see beyond those things. You really understand. You could solve these mysteries if you want to, you know. Some of them, the ones for you, maybe are not necessarily meant to be solved right away, but if you need to solve them for other people, I feel like you can. And maybe once you start solving mysteries for other people, it'll be easier to solve your own mysteries, you know? Sometimes that happens, you get side effects like that, where when you do good for others, it ends up helping you. That's like having this channel helping you guys has helped me so much, you know. It's made a big difference in my life. All right, let's see. Let's get some fairy forecast cards. What's coming up for you? Hi, Nancy. Hi, Jolene. Okay, I'm still doing Honey's reading. Okay, Honey, you've got air. So one of your main elements that you're working with is air. I felt that too. Like, and you also have crescent moon. So work with lunar energy too. And you know, a lot of us, like, we always rely on the new moon and the full moon, right? Because they have the most potency. But, you know, the crescent moon sometimes has its own, you know, the gibbous moons and the different waning and waxing moons. They're different. The different phases of those moons, of, you know, can also have certain potency. Also, something that I read is like, look up when you were born, the night you were born or the day you were born, what size was the moon, what phase was the moon in, and that can be like some kind of keep for you. So I found out that I was born on a crescent moon. Very litchy, isn't it? Yes, so something having to do with evening hours and the moon will also be part of your powers. and the fairy of air, the air fairy. This is my daughter, y'all. See, I used her as a model for the air fairy. So let's see, anything else from the fairy forecast? I'll read to you what I wrote in my handy dandy book about air. This is mostly about timing, and you all often want to know about timing. So as far as air is concerned, timing may have to do with the feeling in the air. All right? So you're clairvoyant, but you may also sense a feeling in the air. Or perhaps it may be about flying in the air. Your talent is flying. But maybe, maybe you used to be a witch that flew on a broomstick and you just don't remember. There's also, you could be traveling on plane trips and things like that too. You might be dealing with an air sign person, and David is a Gemini. Or you have a strong element of air in your chart. So there you go. Those are all representations that seem to suit you. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Since you like this little deck, I'm going to do this deck for you. Sometimes I fly in the air talking to someone. Oh, you do in your dream? That's wonderful. Dreams of flying means ascension, girl, and then also it means achievements. Like in waking world, you're gonna have some major achievements. So it's been a long time since I flew in my dream, so I'm jealous because that's usually a really good sign. Look what you got from the fairy, from the original fairy forecast deck. You got the word autumn. So something this fall, starting today, through the rest of this season, you're going to have some powerful things coming through for you. Very nice. Congrats. I think that's just one. Wow. Okay. That was just one. All right. I think I got you enough decks. I think we kind of hit the nail there. We can do more superpower talks. I think that's one of my favorite subjects you've ever brought up. I like that. I also like that Autumn's Delight deck. It's a very nice energy. I'm glad I get to use it again. Okay. All right, Effa. Okay, what's happening with you and Emilio? How's it feeling? How's it feeling? What sign is Emilio? Because just in case somebody else comes up, I want to know. He's a Sag. Okay. Alrighty. There's a little flip, a little flash of this indigo child. The Prince of Cups. But we'll see if he comes out again. A little boy blue, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Here's an interesting scenario. So you've got the Seven of Swords. So what's happening in here is, it's a possible misunderstanding or seeing things in two different. This could be like kind of what happened to my family. All right, so this generally Seven of Swords represents stealing, thieving, dishonesty. But are you leaving? And but in this card we have three characters, and so who's doing what? So it seems obvious that this dude stole stuff and he got caught, you know, and maybe he was traveling with this chick right here, and oops, they got caught. And he's trying to explain to him something. He's trying to get out. But there is a very strong possibility that this, oh, this, I didn't think Honey would go. This stuff actually belongs to him and he's the thief. So I kind of like to look at it more like this. Like these two people just got married and they're about to go on their honeymoon, and they have like these like small bit of belongings to take with them. But this guy, just because he has a sword, he has power, right? He has a way to stop them. But he's not very powerful because exactly, three ring circus. Because look at his pants, they're all like torn up. So really he's sort of like pretending maybe he's the king's errand boy or whatever, but he's not really, because he looks poorer than that dude does, you know. So there's some deception here, right? Who's the good guy, who's the bad guy? Maybe nobody's good and nobody's bad, maybe they're all bad, you know, like in my story. but but I feel definitely whoever this is, whoever this represents, which could be you, Effa, you're a victim, sort of a victim of this of circumstance. Like, yes, like no matter what's going on here, you're having to feel the discomfort of it at the very least. Okay, we have the wheel here. And that to me represents Mercury retrograde again, that there's going to be definitely your situation, unlike other people's. You know, we had a couple of readings where Mercury wasn't going to bother them too much. It might bother you. Oh, yes. Thank you, Jolene. I think it's going to affect you a little bit. But, you know, I feel like mostly it's going to be your outer world. It's not going to affect you too much personally, but you're going to have to deal with some of these things. Yeah, and then but justice is coming through. So don't worry, F. I feel like in the long run you're going to be okay, you know. You're going to have your win, you're going to have your justice. Everything's going to be balanced and fine for you. And I think there might be a possibility where you'll find oh, you're the Libra. I was going to say, maybe you'll find a Libra, but guess what? Sagittarius came out too. Libra and Sagittarius came out. I feel like you guys are just destined to keep working on things. Ugh. But, yeah, like, if it's, you're going, this to me looks like the same old song and dance. It's like a pattern. Like you keep repeating these things. Blah, 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 blah. You keep repeating these patterns. As the world turns, as the wheel turns, you keep repeating it. Now, the wheel could also mean that during retrograde, you might try something new, something different that helps your communication a little bit, because if you've been doing things the same old way while Mercury is direct, retrograde can definitely help open up channels for you to try something different, you know, some other way to communicate or some other way to look at something. It happens on the 27th is the beginning of retrograde. We're in the shadow phase. You can feel it a little bit already in the shadow phase. So just be aware of that, y'all. Just be aware. A lot of people feel like me, feel more things happen to me during the shadow phase than the actual grade phase. So the shadow before and after always seem to get me a little bit for some reason. That's when I have to be more cautious. Yeah, definitely he could come back for sure. Let's see what the Autumn's Delight has to say. Yeah, and I don't know who you are in this picture, but Emilio could be him trying to explain his side of the story. Maybe he wants to spin some more tales. It's gonna be hard to trust, I guess, but maybe he'll say something. Try to explain things, talk to you. Oh, Effa, you got love coming through and feminine. You're a divine feminine. So whatever happens, maybe you'll find another Sagittarius. I don't know, but something good's actually going to happen through all of this, through all this, this, this pattern, there's noticing these patterns. I think you're going to see something and notice it and figure it out, and something is going to change. I don't know. Like, Effa doesn't really want to be with Emilio, but I think she feels sort of a destined kind of thing with him. And as far as I can tell, you sort of miss him, but at the same time, you don't want to be with him. So it's a mixed bag for Effa. But the good news is, whatever happens, it's going to be a win in your favor because you have Libra here, okay? You have justice. It's going to be a win in your favor, and you are going to get your love. And the feminine means you're going to get it, okay? So, whatever, like maybe you'll figure out some peace between you and Emilio, or maybe a better person will come along, but you're definitely going to have better times ahead, it looks like to me. Yeah, you're really good cards. What's great about the Seven of Swords, it's in the first placement, which means either current energy or past energy. All the cards that come after that means current or future. So your future cards just keep getting better and better and better. So that's really good. Really good. Okay. Excelente. Alrighty. Okay, now we have guacamole. Yum! Both my grandparents were libraries. Mine were libraries too. My mom was a Libra. Is a Libra, and that's it. Only one Libra. Yeah, I don't have any other Libras in my family. I had a lot of Leos and Scorpios in my family. Oh, my question is, oh yeah, your high school crush. Is it for real or in my head? In your head. Well, that's a hard question. That's a hard way of putting that question. Gloria, don't ask me a question like that. Like, in my head. Is it for real? Like, analyze this again and ask me again. What is your real question? What do you really want to know about your Virgo high school crush? Does he like you back? What do you really want to know? I don't feel like that's a good question somehow. It's not, and it opens up too many variables. You have to like ask questions in such a way that there's not multiple answers. And then, like, is it for real? What do you just define it? Are my feelings for him, or are his feelings for me as real as my feelings for him? Is that what you're saying? Okay. All right, so that's two questions. Are his feelings to me the same as my feelings to him? And is there a chance that we will be together? Sounds good. I'm sorry, I just feel like the universe is like, would not accept it. Let's see. We're going to find out what his feelings are. His feelings. What are his feelings? Okay, we'll save the second one for later. Yeah, we'll go into like lots of detail on that on the second question. Is there a chance? We'll go with all this possible scenarios. I think that's Kiki. Hold on. Sarah, I think Kiki's at the door. Or at my window. Well, we actually had kind of coolish weather today here in Houston for a change. So, and my kitties, I don't like to let them out, but the girls, Kiki's pretty good about, saying when she's ready to come back in. So anyway, but I don't know. I'm worried about Pumpkin because she's not like that good of a communicator. She's a little, I don't know. Okay. How does David feel? Pleased. This one's come out before. Feeling just plain happy. I can't seem to wipe this silly grin off this silly grin. He might be feeling in sort of a power position because you like him so much. And you're like, there's nothing I have to do. She likes me. All right, so let's see. How else? Oh, I'm not David. Virgo. High school Virgo. Anyway, okay, so maybe that was David. We'll start over then. Maybe that was Honey's David. Okay, how does high school Virgo feel about guacamole? All right, Virgo. He is encouraged. I will win your heart no matter what it takes. You are so precious to me. And he feels like celebrating something. It's time to party. I have a gift for you. Let's share this special day together. I'm going to do one more and then we'll validate those cards with some tarot. The only problem is the distance, okay? So I feel like there's in the bigger picture, like things could be great, but he's just not into long distance relationships, or he doesn't like the distance, or something feels not, there's a non-connect, but that doesn't mean completely that he's forgotten or doesn't have these desires to connect with you, because there is this feeling of encouraged. Sometimes he gets this encouraged feeling. Sometimes he gets excited and maybe wants to see if you want to do something. Sometimes maybe he relives the past sometimes, and then he goes back down and back into more pessimistic feelings, like, oh, I don't think this is gonna work. There's too much distance here. Let's see what else. Let's see. Is he actually feeling the same thing as Guacamole? You're not long distance. We haven't talked to each other since. Well, there's distance. And honestly, this one's not really the distance card. This is actually wind. Feeling like petals on the wind, time to move on. So what this means to me is petals on the wind. I made this card when somebody said this to me. Something like this. Time to move on. But they didn't mean it. Like, they came back again, then they left again, then they came back again, then they left again. Some kind of strange game. But you have Ace of Swords, so truth is going to come out. There will be some kind of epiphany, enlightenment, where you're going to see for real what this is all about. The Hierophant, it's like the Hierophant means there's a teacher-student situation, and one's enlightened and one is learning. But sometimes the learner, the one who's learning, turns into the master. And it's a good thing to take advice sometimes from the student and not always act so superior like you know everything all the time, and see the student as somebody who is wise as well. You know, whoever you feel like represents you, but sometimes they both are you and they both are Virgo. And so you'll be taking turns on learning from each other. And sometimes you're the student, sometimes you're the teacher. But neither one of you are superior to the other and all knowing and all everything, and have to put each other down or act above the other. It's important to realize you have both in you. You have both the learner and the teacher in you. And yeah. And so but the good news is the Hierophant is enlightened, he's wise, although he's kind of also more traditional and into books, and you know, similar to the High Priestess, she's into books, but he's more into, you know, things that are well established, and that habits and things that people are used to doing, rituals and stuff that seem maybe more logical than spiritual. And that could be part of the reason why sometimes he doesn't do, you know, he doesn't come towards you. Maybe he sees the bigger picture, like it's a big like there's just a certain way about doing things. You know, you can't just do things half-cocked. I don't know why I heard that, but there's a higher, it's like a higher calling, a higher reason. It's not so much like method to madness, although that kind of sounds like it, but there is a higher reason behind the things that happen. And yeah, I just feel like there's this strong kind of God presence where things are just supposed to be a certain way. That's what I'm hearing, like. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is good. There's, a lot of hard work. I don't know who's doing all this hard work, but sometimes when you throw yourself into work and you don't pick your head up and see what's going on around you, you won't notice when somebody's trying to get your attention, or when somebody's trying to, yeah, when somebody wants you to see them or notice them. If you keep your head down all the time, or if you, so sometimes, on the one hand, it's good to like do your life and be brave and be focused and be independent. And on the other hand, if you immerse yourself too much into it and don't ever stick your chin up, then you won't ever notice if they're giving you any attention. So there's that kind of that caution there too. Like, be aware that sometimes a person will give you clues and attention in ways that you just don't see. I mean, our question here is, does he feel the same way about you as you feel about them? And the closest thing so far we have is the Hierophant, because the Hierophant, thank you, Jinx. The Hierophant is, the Hierophant, so the closest thing we have to how you feel about each other is this card so far. And I feel like this connection is equal, but also it's a learning connection. So you have to acknowledge and recognize that. It's a teacher-student connection. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not love, because actually the twin flame connection really is a lot about teacher-student. I mean, you got two eights here. The Eight of not the good eight. Well, the Eight of Pentacles is good, but the Eight of Cups is all about leaving and moving into a new direction. So maybe that's how they view you, like always moving away from. This kind of interesting, because I'm like, this is how he sees you. Like, you've always got your head down, busy with work. You look busy, busy, busy. Anytime he tries to reach out to you, you're running the other direction, not noticing him. It's almost like hit and miss with you guys. There's like a hit and miss situation. And maybe in his mind, if it's so much hit and miss, maybe it's not meant to be. So why do I keep even trying? So maybe he's tried before. Maybe this is the epiphany that you're going to learn. Maybe that he's tried a few times and you just hadn't noticed, or something got somehow just somehow you didn't see it. Well, ooh, we got some good cards here. But there's some things that looks like they're going to a turnaround, a turn of events here. We got the 1, 2, 3 of Cups coming out. It's really weird because this is a really highly shuffled deck. And 1, 2, 3 of Cups. So maybe here's this song. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. So I'll be there. And 2, 3, 4. This is like a counting game. And it's also phases and moving up. So 1. And we had another ace. 2 aces, which means beginnings and starting over. We have a lot of love, a whole lot of love. And then 2 means you are connecting and you feel like right for each other. And this is even stronger than, the Lovers card, because lovers could be choices. This is not a choice. This is just feeling sure, like you're the one, you're it. And then 3 is about taking this to the next level physically, like having a sexual relationship. That's what 3 is to me. This is like finding a rendezvous place and getting down and getting jiggy with it. Bow chicka bow wow. And damn those Capulets and Montagues. Don't listen to them. They're affecting our love life. So that's it. That's what your reading is about. You haven't had that since 2018? You're welcome. Hey, Giggles! Jolene, Jolene, Jolene Sutton. What's your current favorite song? This is my first time catching you. You know what's funny? I was driving around and my radio was accidentally on 104.1, which is a little bit more of the more modern songs that are happening right now. And I think I wasn't 100% sure, but I think there might have been a K-pop song and maybe a Billie Eilish song. But anyway, as far as modern stuff goes, I like those. I don't have anything in particular memorized right now. Or that I can identify with the name of the song name. But if I heard it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I like that song. So I don't know what it would be. What my current favorite song would be right now. I had to admit that after I listened to that channel for a second, I flipped it to the 80s channel where I heard the songs that I'm familiar with and I know all their names. So yeah, I'm pretty old school. Oh, that's nice. Oh, will I be successful in raising the funds to surprise my kids to Disney World for Christmas this year? Oh, and will it be a good idea to do so, especially with my daughter being depressed? They deserve it. Okay, that's from Jolene. Well, that sounds fun. I want to go to Disney World. Can I come with you? So let's see. Will you be successful to raise funds for Disney World? Definitely different places. Disney World for Jolene. It ain't cheap, that's for sure. That's a good Christmas present, though. I think my Christmas present might be a new TV to myself and to my family. I don't know. Okay. I love me too. Okay. Let's see, Jolene. Well, ooh, okay. You'll be happy to see this. First of all, you'll have this period of suspension where you're like, oh, dang, are we going to be able to do this? Ah. Ha, guess what this says? 12, 10, 11, 12, yeah. So that means December. So we're getting timing here too. Yay! This is like you're gonna. I feel like when it's gonna pull off, but it's gonna be right at the last minute when suddenly everything falls into place, and you'll be like, "We could do this. I think we could do this. We got everything that we need to do. La, 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 la. We got like some discount tickets, and somebody came through for you with this, and somebody came through with this, and then it all just like added up." But there's this feeling of, oh, it did guacamole. Yeah, this just feeling of suspension, a feeling of like, what's gonna happen next? um, but look at this. You got the Ten of Pentacles. This is like the whole fan family. I don't know who said used to say that in my family. The whole fan family. I think that was either maybe it was my dad or my grandma. Anyway, so yeah, everybody gets to go. Everybody's gonna have a good time. Everybody's gonna be together. It's, you're gonna have the money. You're gonna be able to spend it the way you like. It's gonna be nice. Somebody's gonna feel like a king. Somebody's gonna feel like, I feel like maybe this king represents everybody. Like this is an enthusiasm, or it could be your son in particular, but somebody definitely is going to feel enthusiastic. Just, like this is fire energy, excitement, adventure, all of those things. So that's good. Ooh, at the Swan. Okay. You have the Hermit, which is Virgo and retreats and running off. And I think this represents not just one person going off alone, but a whole fan family going off alone, but going off, on this adventure. It's the Hermit, could be about introspection and all. It's interesting. We got the Hermit and Pisces with a lot of psychic intuition. Both of these is like, this is an enlightenment happening here, and this is also this enlightened person here. I feel like there's a lot of, just good energy, or it could be spirit guides surrounding you. It could also be ancestral guides surrounding you, giving you these good forces, because you also have the Enchantress here giving you this good energy, and all these like high celestial beings giving you positive energy to make your dreams come true. I think the Enchantress could also represent, all the princesses of Disney and the glamour and the seductiveness and all the excitement of a mystery and mystique of Disney World and all of that. Would you mind? Hey, how about having a trip to Disney World instead of a baby sister? So actually, Disney World's probably cheaper. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, but ooh, maybe you get both, because this one looks like your family could be growing. Alrighty, all right. So let's see. Let's see what your Autumn's Delight says. So this could go off into Christmas time, but let's see what the current energy is. Maybe not. You want Christmas energy. Let's go use this one. I did invite a male friend. Ooh. Ooh. Must be is he fire sign? Could be that King of Wands that's coming along. He's gonna feel like a king. Look, you came out. Ding, ding, ding. I knew that would happen. Yay! Christmas. It's gonna happen. Whee! And then it does look like Disneyland. And look, you have rest, which means leisure and fun times. And look, you have storm, which means like traveling together, like maybe you'll have a little rain on your trip or something. No, but really what storm means in this case is that no matter what happens around you, you know, the anything that happens around you is not going to affect you. You have each other. You all exactly. It's Florida. So definitely, you know, there might be things about Florida that will be a little bit and uh Floridian, but you will definitely be fine, you know, because you're safe within each other's arms, you're safe with each other's, in each other's little cocoon, within your little. Are y'all taking a cruise? Are you driving? Are you flying? I feel sort of a cruise happening here. um, but at the very least, flying, maybe just a little rain here and there. I wouldn't worry about it too much because definitely there's sun. There's sun and a little. Oh, I know what this is. You know what this is? It's a ride. You might be riding on some water ride. You know, like Thunder River. Um, I that was one of my favorites, or my kids' favorites too. But it's like you always had to figure out what time of the day we're gonna ride Thunder River so we can dry off afterwards. You know, like we it was this like this big tube ride with all these seats, and you sit next to each other, and it rocks through all these rapids, and it gets faster and faster, and then you bump into the rapids, and then the water splashes up, and sometimes it like really pours on one particular person. Mostly gets some people wet, you know. Yeah, that was fun. And in it usually we tried it like midday because we, you know, Texas heat, things, you know, water off your clothes will burn off in 2 seconds, so you just you just get off the ride and you keep walking around and you're dry in a few minutes, you know. So I think something like that. But then again, you are going at Christmas. Still, Florida is pretty warm. Can be warm at Christmas. Yeah. But you might get a little wet on some. I don't know if you're gonna get red on rides. But I think the storm represents rides. You know, like doubling up together on certain rides and being like tossed about. That's what I'm thinking. So you'll have a good time with that. Okay, that's what I say. Very sweet. Very sweet. 70s to 50s. Like cold. Right? It's so funny because when I was like hanging out in Alaska in July, I would wait until 2 o'clock to walk the dog because it was the warmest time of the day, and it was 70, and it was like I'm like, okay, let's get in this walk while it's still warm out, you know, and and I would walk, and I'd come home after the walk, and it would sprinkle, and then it would like the temperature would drop down to 60, and or below, like in the evening it would get cooler and cooler, and so I had to make fire in the fireplace. That was my job, was to make fire. I've always been, you know, it seems like that's been my job a lot lately, is making fire. But yeah, I made a fire so the house would stay warm because he didn't bother with the heating, the inner heating in the summer, but he would like put a few logs on the fire to keep the indoors warm. It was just the bizarrest thing. I'm like, a fireplace in July? I'm from Texas. What's going on here? What universe have I fell into? But it was really fun. And it's really fun to do something so different and be in such a different world for a while. Okay, so that's another thing that can happen during retrograde. Just fall into a different universe and see how that feels. All right. So who do we have next? I'm excited for you guys too. It looks like it's going to turn out really fun. Lavana's next. Is Lavana around? You'll never do a boat. Aw, the boats are fun. Hey, Lavana. Okay, job interview. Will you get the hire? Let's see. Let me. Okay. Let's see. Will you get the hire? Job interview. Mañana for Lavana. Job interview. All right, let's see. Okay. Right off the bat, we have the sun. This means yes. Sun always means yes. So happiness, joy, happiness, joy, and you know, your clarity, dreams coming true, what you want. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so I don't know who this guy is. Knight of Swords. Have you been dealing with an air sign? Oh. This guy is good in my deck. Sometimes Knight of Swords in some people's decks are kind of harsh, but he's good. Let me read this description because I forget sometimes. So this Knight of Swords says, having a plan, taking swift action. This is courageous, intellectual, brave, self-confident, charismatic, truthful. So something or somebody you're talking to or you know who's a part of this, or your attitude. This kind of could represent your attitude, your gung-ho attitude. Anyway, and then you have the World. So having the world at your fingertips, you know, this is the culmination of your dreams of things that you've been working for and achieving. Very nice. You know, this is the integration, the total experience and completion, fulfillment, and happiness, just like the Sun card is happiness, the grand view, you know. So, and this represents the fixed signs too. So that was very good. Let's see what the what are these called? Autumn's Delight says. Ooh, look at the curious kitty at the bottom. Let's see. Autumn's Delight. What does Autumn's Delight say for you? Oh, I keep grabbing my hair. Here we go. You also got Nurture. So be sure to treat yourself and like give yourself a congratulations and take yourself out and drink some cocoa or something. Ooh, have a pumpkin spice something, you know, like something to say, yay, it's autumn, and yay, I won. Yay, I got it. You got the cornucopia kitty too. That's abundance. So that seems like a yes. Let's see what else. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me if you get the job. I applied for some financial aid and I found out today I didn't get it. But it's okay. I know other people need it more than I do. Ooh, so you have preference. This is like, ooh, they might ask you some things like, like more specifically, what do you prefer? You want this or you want that? Whatever. So that's cool too. The Halloween deck. You know what's funny? Because I was thinking of doing, like, I think I might do like just a homemade printed, like, Saturday evening post Halloween deck, kind of like I did my Christmas deck. I might do something like that. But this is actually not this. If you're talking about this one, this is Autumn's Delight. This is V Love and Crystal's deck. So yeah, you can get this on her Etsy, I think, and wherever else. I think it's Make Playing Cards that she has it. But what I love about this preference card, it almost is like, hey, do you want, you want this room with a window, or you want this, like they're gonna be able to ask you something more specific, like that has something to do with your job, like, so it can feel more personal to yourself, something like that. I feel as well. Okay, so not only are you going to get it, you're going to be able to personalize your situation somehow. Make it feel like you and more comfortable. Or maybe it's just, you're going to buy yourself a mug that, has your name on it for the coffee room or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so silly. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. Hope you like it. Looks good to me. Even better to be by myself. Okay, good. Yeah. What I miss. Oh, Grubhub called you. Oh, that Lavana's getting the job. Okay, Tiffany's next. Oh, she's not. Did you tell Grubhub that I would like some French fries? Oh, she wanted the dollar special. Oh, hey, Tiffany. All right. Dollar special coming right up, Tiffany. Let's see what's coming up for you for autumn. Every once in a while, I'm just like, I need some French fries. But I haven't really been eating that kind of thing lately. Okay, it would be nice to eat some chips tonight. I was good all day today, though. My pizza friend just got us Taco Bell tonight. Didn't see no fries on the menu. Oh yeah. Okay, Tiffany, what's coming up for you? Grubhub is bringing something to your doorstep. Or maybe it's a present, or maybe it's working from home. But whatever it is, it starts with home. Let's see what else we can find out to learn more about this home. Or maybe it's a new home. I don't know, maybe it's decorating for the fall. It looks pretty happy. Let's see what else for Tiffany. Ooh, appearance. You're moving in November to your new home. And you're going to have a friendly ghost who lives with you. No, somebody's coming, an appearance. This is a good sign though, like a love or a friend or somebody you like coming through, or some kind of blessing to your home, some kind of ancestral blessing. Be sure to do some kind of ritual at least, and acknowledge your family, because I feel like they might have supported you in the ethereal world somehow. Ooh, fun. What else? Clearing. All right, so I I'm assuming your new house is going to already be clean, but if there's anything left to be oh, but maybe you're doing a lot of cleaning now, right? Clearing and cleaning and packing and sorting and you know, some of it is so this is how I clean anything. Whenever I hit it, with my Virgo moon, I just pick any corner and I take stuff. I make 3 bags. One is throwaway, one is giveaway, and one is keep. Like I hold it up. Do I want to keep this? Keep it. Do I want to throw this away? It is falling apart. Throw this thing away. Nobody else wants it. Throw it away. Do you want to give this away? Yeah, it looks really nice. It's a really nice thing, but I will never use it. But I know somebody else will. Give it away. See? And then I make piles of these giveaway bags, stick them on my front door, call up, donate stuff, and before Thursday, and they come on Saturday, and then they pick up all my stuff. And then the stuff that I throw away, I make a pile of my garbage and I put it in as much I can in the pail this week, and if it doesn't fit, then I put the rest in next week, and then that's thrown away. And that's how it works. That's how I had to do that for months and months and months to this particular house when my dad passed away and my mom moved out before I could make it like livable for myself. But yeah, but I don't know how intense your cleansing it has to be, but small cleansing to big cleansing, whatever you do, that's my approach to it. I don't know if you needed any advice on that. That's my approach. Just whistle while you work. See, I do kind of resonate with Snow White a little bit. That's good. I'm glad you're organized. I think some people just have the natural ability. I looked at my mom's house in the country yesterday. I was like, here we go again. If I've got to help her fix this house up, and I just can see it and feel it, and I felt like this anxiety and like, well, it'll just be like hitting one corner at a time. But it's hard when there's like multiple people living there because they're all like, oh no, this is my stuff. Don't do anything with it. And so like, put it in a place that makes sense, like right in the middle of your living room. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I have too. I've been the organized one of my family. It's so funny. I shared a room with my sister when we were kids, and I mean, my mom would always say, like, okay, girls, clean up your room. And I would clean up mine, and she would walk in and see, like, what happened? I was like, well, my side of the room is clean, and Julie's side of the room was still a disaster. And Julie's like, I don't know how to clean up my room. Most of the time, I just ended up having to help her. But yeah, I don't think God minds me talking about my sister. And I'm not going to hell for that. Okay, good. You got it. I was trying to delete it. Didn't get to it fast enough. Okay. The master. Alright. Well, yeah, okay. But what about Terry's here? Is Terry here? Yeah. Everybody always knew I was clean. One more for you. You got Curiosity, so that little black kitty came out. I don't know if you have any kitties, but yeah, Curiosity. I think that's a good thing. It's like, keep your eyes open, be alert, and look around. Because you never know what's coming around the corner for you. So it's looking real positive for you, Tiffany. Okay, let's do Terry's. That was Tiffany. Yeah, Tiffany, that was your last card, was the curiosity. You don't have a black cat? It's okay. Maybe you'll find one, or maybe it's just all about um, something coming around. I just felt something coming around the corner, something sweet. Oh, really? Oh, speaking of kitties again, and this is for Terry. Terry, you got the cornucopia kitty. This means abundance for you. It's a great thing to start off with abundance. So congratulations. Abundance for your fall. You're welcome, Tiffany. Yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up real quick so I can head out. So, you know, the holy rollers don't beat down my door and tell me I'm going to hell anymore. I just quit while I'm ahead. Ooh, you got comprehension. This is interesting. I wonder if this means you going to school or learning something. Yeah, guacamole tomorrow. Yep. So, yep, comprehension. I feel like this could even be like a new recipe that you're learning, or some kind of, you know, feels like cookbook. It could be a new diet. It could be just any kind of training or anything that you're learning. It could be spiritual or otherwise. Something, thank you. Appreciate it. I don't. It's kind of comical, I think. It's just kind of comical. It's like they haven't been listening to what I'm saying, obviously. They just assume this channel is some channel and they're just posting stuff. But right when they posted it, I was talking about my growing up with my sister Julie and sharing a bedroom and cleaning house. So yeah, that's real evil. Anyway. Oh, and you got love coming for you, Terry. Wow, look at that. Are you going to meet somebody in school? Are you going to school? Are you, I don't know, something, and look at these, I don't know, you got a lot of leaves going on. I feel like this could be like meeting somebody through some kind of higher learning or education or spiritual stuff, or just being on this channel maybe, or not this channel, but you know, like being in this kind of community or something like that is how you're going to meet somebody. Or maybe you already have love in your life and things are going to improve. Maybe maybe you're going to understand a little bit more about this person's, okay, so it could be comprehension with work, right? You know, like learning a new skill or doing something exciting in work. Maybe somebody's going to come by and explain something to you and you look into their eyes. I don't know, but anyway, it looks like both love and money is going to be, and brain work. You know, like, I don't know, comprehension doesn't necessarily have to do with career, but I just feel like this is something that's good for your mind, you know. So it could be, it can be some kind of training of some sort. It could be your own doing too, like something that you just decide to do for yourself, research on the side or some kind of thing that you like, or it could be job related. But those three cards are really good. I'm gonna see if I can pull one more to see if it goes anywhere else. Ooh. Okay, Spirit saying the rest is a mystery. Don't say too much. It's a mystery, but I feel like if it maybe around Halloween. You've got durable. Something long lasting and sturdy. Durable. Pumpkins, durable pumpkins, inconspicuous. Ooh, look what you got. You got inconspicuous, so something that's not very noticeable to the naked eye, but just maybe this could be like a secret admirer, or it could just be, you know, something on the download, something low key. This also, talking, or this could be talking to somebody inconspicuously too, you know, like private conversations, secret conversations. But then we also have tradition, which is really nice. This all often makes me think of, like Thanksgiving, but family time and eating and good times ahead. Very nice cards. Like, looks really good. A good mix of things. A little bit of mystery and sort of like low-key chats, like maybe an office love blooming and you're just trying to be chill about it, be like, this guy's so cute, I'm not gonna like really make a big deal about it, and he's like, she's really hot, but I better be chill, low-keyed on the down low. But maybe 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 you or he, by the time Thanksgiving comes around, will feel more comfortable enough to invite each other to each other's family. I don't know. That might be a leap, or maybe this just means you'll be able to go out, share food together sometime at some point. Who knows? But that's coming through. Love is coming through. Dialogue, communication, mystery, a long-term love, because durability makes me think of Pentacles and long-term commitments. Comprehension. Oh no, what's this? This comprehension book. I'm trying to see what is it. I thought this was a cookbook, but I can't read it right now because the light's too low. It could be just a novel, like a romance novel or a mystery. You could be, yeah, or it could be both, a love mystery novel that you're writing or reading and enjoying. And maybe sometimes when you read stuff like that or enjoy a good book or watch a good movie, with a friend, or sometimes when you read stuff like that, it helps spark your imagination and it helps attract people towards you too. So anyway, I don't know. Looks good. It looks good. Comprehension is the only one I can't really 100% pinpoint, but I feel like the rest, because it's kind of still steeped in mystery. All right, enough analyzing that. I feel like, in a general sense, good stuff on the way for you, Terry. Okay. Oh, that's funny when the cat card came out, Cherry, because I thought about when I was organizing my new home, a couple of male neighbors have complimented me on my looks. Nice. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for coming tonight and, man, turning my mood all around like you always do. I feel so loved and I feel spiritually connected and happy to be with you again. So I will probably be back on Friday, and private readings are ready again. If you want to do them, just email me for a price list if you need that. You can also check in the community pages. I usually will post. I post a lot of stuff, but I've posted recently my price list. And you can see different things I post from other channels that I find interesting. Like, I did post Gregory Scott's week this week because I knew it was going to be an important week for everybody to know how the astrology works out this week. Okay, great, Guacamole. Well, I'll read that and I'll get back with you. Thank you, everyone. Pleasant dreams until we meet again. So coming up soon, I have all my thumbnails ready to do the monthly twin flame readings for your zodiac. So that's going to be the next thing that I focus on, you guys. Okay, so yep, that's what I'm going to be working on, and I'll see y'all next time. Faith, Just, and Pixie Dust. Thank you, Jinx.